Well, I wrote this memoir to be able to give something back to the Millennium readers that I've never met. I wanted to demystify this huge bestseller works, to say that it wasn't that complicated. These were the key elements from a real life that went into it, and sort of inspire people to look at their own lives and hopefully start writing. And also being inspired in a way to write, because Millennium, I think, also has changed the way to at least write crime novels. So you can do it in a modern way as well in your writing. And I also wanted to pay respect to Stieg, that he's not become this superhero or this lone hero or this forever struggling journalist or political activist or something, but somebody who was loving and generous and extremely funny and a good guy. People can rely on what the values that are in Millennium, because they are very much a picture of who he was and what he did.
Since his sudden death in 2004, Stieg Larsson has become one of the most famous and celebrated authors in the world. There's a new book about him by someone who knew him better than anyone else. It's called There Are Things I Want You to Know About Stieg Larsson and Me, and it's by Eva Gabrielsson, and I'm going to ask you right off the bat how we should actually pronounce your name in Swedish.
In Swedish you'd say Eva Gabrielsson, but that's the Swedish pronunciation. If I myself would say it in English, I'd say Eva Gabrielsson.
If the basis for what you are trying to do or explain the context, if it's based in reality, if there are real cases and real scandals and real corruption and so on that you can trace back to known events and known people, that's when it works. That's part of when it works. But I also think you need to have heroes that you can identify with. Heroes that are modern, like they are in Millennium. Heroes that aren't only good or only bad. There's some white and black in all of them. There's some, and a lot of gray shades in between. Even the good guys are sometimes doing some very questionable things or having very questionable ideas.
Please welcome Gloria Steinem and Eva Gabrielsson.
There's no vista that you can.
No.
I mean, she doesn't, sort of do away with nationalism, racism, patriarchy.
Well, I think she'll try.
All right. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
She helped me realize that the great thing about the Millennium Trilogy is that it brings to readers of fiction a true understanding of deep, deep politics in a big way, engages you, hooks you. Our brains work on narrative. The human brain is organized by narrative and by symbol. So it will make many more people both aware of injustice and understand that the injustice they are experiencing is not their fault.
The message is do something and do the right thing. Don't hesitate. Because it would develop yourself as a person as well if you do that continuously all through your life. And I do think that's how we built societies long time ago anyway, so it's in our nature. It's nothing that's strange to us really, it's just that we're sort of forgotten. If they see injustice, act. If it's right in front of them on the street, do something then and there. If it's your neighbor, do something then and there. Don't wait for somebody else to do something, but act now and be proud of what you're doing.